one of the most memorable voices of all time. Tonight, we celebrate the one and only Whitney Houston with an intimate look back at her life and career. Over the next hour, we'll hear personal memories and reflections from those who knew her best. David Foster, world-renowned producer and 16-time Grammy winner. Multi-platinum recording artist and actress Brandy. Pat Houston, her sister-in-law and manager. And legendary producer Clive Davis, her mentor and the man who introduced her to the world. From those early days to Whitney's rise to the top of the charts, it's always been about that voice, those songs, her music. HSN is proud to present this very special evening with the release of a new collection of her most unforgettable hits. And now, HSN Live presents Whitney Houston's greatest hits. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Tonight, HSN celebrates the life and career of one of the most influential recording artists of all time, Whitney Houston. She was an unstoppable force in music, with album sales estimated at over 200 million records. She is still, to date, the top-selling singer ever. Truly unbelievable. So to celebrate her timeless voice, tonight HSN is offering this exclusive double disc CD charting her unbelievable music career. It is hit after hit. Every song you ever loved is on this CD. In fact, it is a double disc CD. The other disc that you get exclusively here at HSN are duets. She's singing duets with the likes of CeCe Winans, even her own mother, Cissy Houston, and so many others. The item number to order is 222687. And don't forget, 2 CDs for just $14.95. Buy more and save on your shipping and handling. Every second, third, fourth, fifth CD will come with free shipping and handling. All your favorites. The Greatest Love of All, How Will I Know, I Want to Dance with Somebody, and that's just the beginning. Also, I'd love for you to share your memories of Whitney Houston with me tonight. You can join the conversation on Twitter, leave a comment on Facebook, or use the HSN mobile app and chat with me throughout the show tonight. So let's begin this incredible journey. Whitney Houston was born August 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, and she seemed destined to become a singer from birth. Her mother, Cissy Houston, and cousin Dionne Warwick, along with godmother Aretha Franklin, were all legendary figures in American gospel and soul. Whitney's rise to fame began at the age of 19, when she was discovered by renowned music producer Clive Davis. He heard her and signed her on the spot, and a musical relationship like no other was born.
The first time I saw Whitney was at a club called Sweetwater's in Manhattan. I had some sort of expectation because, after all, she was the first cousin of Dionne Warwick, and Aretha Franklin was her godmother. But I really was totally unprepared for when Whitney stepped forward into the spotlight and sang.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
I mean, I just remembered to this day that my body was just tingling with excitement. I mean, she was beautiful, stunning, a teenager that was bringing meaning to the lyrics that who knows whether the composer really knew that meaning was in that song. That song was the greatest love of all.
Her voice just took it to another place. And The greatest love of all was the song that every singer sang for an audition, to be discovered, a talent show. That was the song that you had to sing, and it showcased Whitney's vocal.
I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed.
It's pretty unbelievable that the greatest love of all was a song that she got discovered with, but at the same time not, because it speaks for itself. I mean, she sang the bleep out of that song.
No matter how many times I hear that song, I still get chills. The greatest love of all. The song Clive first heard Whitney perform is featured on I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. Here it is, 222-687. And it's not just the single. You're getting 2 CDs. You're getting all of her favorites. All of the memories just come flooding back. Where Do Broken Hearts Go? I'm Your Baby Tonight. And on and on and on. Don't forget about the duets. She sings with her own mom. She sings with so many of your favorites. And that is the exclusive part of this offer here tonight on HSN. Buy more and save. Get free shipping and handling on all the rest. So thank you, by the way, for your comments tonight. As Tasha told us on our Facebook page, all I want to hear is her voice. Gone, but not forgotten. Well said, Tasha. And that's why this CD is so special. We all have special memories of Whitney Houston. I want you to share yours with us. Join the conversation on Twitter, #WhitneyTribute. Join us on Facebook or by using the HSN live chat found on the HSN app throughout the show tonight. You know, it didn't take long for Whitney Houston to be the talk of music executives throughout the industry. They were blown away the first time they heard her. She really had such a powerful voice.
The first time I heard Whitney sing, it was like heaven sent. It was one of those moments you just always remember.
When I first heard Whitney step to that microphone and sing, I truly was stunned. First of all, her range. Second of all, her ability to feel the lyric. You know, that ability is so important to an artist, so that the listener can be aware and feel the meaning behind the lyrics.
It was kind of like she was covering all the territory in once. She had the groove, she had the beat, she had the urban, well, it was called R&B back then. She had the pop, she had, sounded like maybe even she was classically trained.
The first time I heard her sing, she was doing a concert. It was something on television. It was her doing a concert, and it was on like in the living room, and I was in my room, and I heard this voice coming from the television. I'm like, what is going? Like, I've never heard anything like that. It just didn't even seem possible. It wasn't real.
I was just shocked at what she could do, and what, you know, I mean, she was a one of a kind. She was a one-off. There never was before and never will be again another.
The voice, the range, the emotion Whitney Houston layered into her songs is truly remarkable. You're watching HSN. This is an HSN Live special. The song you just heard, Where Do Broken Hearts Go, is one of her many hits featured on the new CD, I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. Clearly, we're touching a lot of hearts here. Thank you so much. You're loving this. It's a CD everyone wants, and so should you. Order it now. It's 222-687. It is every one of your favorite Whitney Houston songs ever recorded, plus, exclusively here at HSN, that second disc are duets that nobody else will have an opportunity to hear. Today, recording artists leverage the power of social media to jumpstart their careers. Upload a video to YouTube, tweet your next performance, start a Facebook fan page. But in 1983, as Clive Davis was trying to introduce Whitney Houston to the world, there was really only one man who could do the trick. Television host and media mogul, Merv Griffin.
It was really a few weeks after I signed Whitney that I said, I'm just going to call Merv up and I'm just going to say, okay, remember about 2 years ago, he's in a second he cut me short, who do you have? And I mentioned Whitney Houston.
Oh, I feel, truthfully, I feel that little tingle, you know, that proverbial, it might be a cliche, but you feel that tingle up and down your spine, and you just know that you're in the presence of somebody special, and
that's what I felt the other night when you took me to see Whitney Houston.
The first performance that I saw was the Merv Griffin show when Whitney was performing. So soft, you know, so delicate, so beautiful, so poised, so elegant.
I thought by bringing Whitney on the Merv Griffin show, I was using it as a way to announce, in effect, to songwriters, the gifted songwriters. We're all so dependent on them that we needed, we wanted, we were looking for the best of their material. So I thought announcing it, getting word out about her, creating word of mouth, if she delivered, that it would be very important for Whitney's career to get off the ground.
That we must.
Whitney Houston.
Merv was right. The world would not forget the name Whitney Houston. And tonight, we're not forgetting it either, as we celebrate her incredible career with I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. Every track on the CD is a hit that you loved then and will love more now. And don't forget about that second disc. You get duets included exclusively here at HSN. It's 222-687, so keep ordering. And let's continue this amazing journey. After her performance on the Merv Griffin show, both Whitney and Clive Davis spent the next 2 years working on her debut album, finding the best producers and songwriters to introduce her amazing talent to the world. And in 1985, her self-titled album, Whitney Houston, was released and instantly became a smash pop sensation. To date, the album has sold more than 25 million copies worldwide, becoming one of the best-selling albums of all time.
My favorite album of Whitney's was the first album, Whitney, because of the softness and the sweetness of the voice. I mean, her octaves were incredible. I said, who on earth can sing like that and deliver a song like that? It was so pure and so beautiful. You give good love to me. Love that.
Love to me, baby. So good. Take this heart of mine into your hands. You give good love to me. Never too much. Baby, you give good love.
You Give Good Love broke. It crossed over. When I say crossed over, it broke on R&B stations. It crossed over to pop mainstream. It became a big first single.
I could feel what she was feeling when she was singing that song. And that's one of the best Whitney Houston songs ever. You Give Good Love.
Don't you just love that? It just makes you feel good. You Give Good Love is only one of the singles from Whitney's debut album featured on I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. I don't know about you. I don't have one favorite. I've got about 20. And they're all here. Every single track is unbelievable. As we continue this story on HSN, our celebration of the life of Whitney Houston continues. Get your CD tonight, 222-687, the exclusive double disc opportunity here at HSN. So cast your mind back. What were you doing in 1985? For many of us, we were holding that hairbrush, singing Whitney's classic, How Will I Know? The iconic music video left a lasting impression with Whitney's sexy silver dress and matching hair bow. It was and is definitely a fan favorite.
When it came, you know, that video that as I'm talking here today and I'm picturing what Whitney looked like in that How Will I Know video that took the world by storm, that up-tempo, fresh, sexy, sensual, showed that she could move. That was spectacular.
How will I know? That was my joint. I loved How Will I Know. That was like just who she was in the video, just everything about just her. She was just. It was so dance, it was so pop, but yet just the things she would do at the end, it just made it gospel. Back to How Will I Know? Like it was just, it was like 15 octaves higher than what I just did. But yeah, it was incredible.
And it's just one of the tracks everyone loves, which you can pick up on our amazing offer tonight, 2 CDs, hit after hit on I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. Not only did Whitney's debut album break records worldwide, it also delivered Whitney's first Grammy Award nominations in 1986, and she won the Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Do you remember what for? The song was Saving All My Love for You. And Brandy remembers it well.
Saving All My Love for You was such a beautiful ballad, but it had a mid-tempo feel to it.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need.
And her voice, her falsetto, was just as strong as her head voice. Like God really took his time in creating her voice.
But no other man's gonna do. So I'm saving all my love for you.
The feedback from Saving All My Love for You, from both the record and from the video, was just spectacular. And so as that first album kept developing, the name Whitney Houston was becoming known really all over the world.
So I'm saving all my love. Yeah, I'm saving all my loving. Yes, I'm saving all my love for you. For you.
Oh my goodness, don't you just get chills hearing that voice all over again? I actually think I forgot about the magnitude of the body of work that Whitney Houston actually performed, recorded, and shared with the world. It's like you remember where you were when you heard that song, who you were with. And don't forget, every single song on the CD is a major hit. Not only do you recognize the title, I bet you know all the lyrics. You know, and then you get that double disc. Don't forget, you get the duets included exclusively at HSN. I have to give you an update here. This is crazy, but over 9,500 CDs have already been ordered. We're 20 minutes into this hour. You can buy more and save on your shipping. Don't forget, you buy that first double disc set with reduced shipping, and then you get free shipping on every set thereafter. You can get 10, you can get 20. Think about everybody on your gift list, because this is the perfect gift. I know a lot of you are joining us. You're tweeting, Carl is tweeting us saying, thank you, Clive Davis, for keeping Whitney's name going with these new releases. Perfect comment. And I know Dora on Facebook says, she was and always be my favorite singer. We continue honoring and celebrating the life and music of Whitney Houston right after this. Welcome back. You're watching HSN. Tonight is a very special night as we celebrate the amazing life and music of Whitney Houston. Her songs touched generations, and now all of her greatest hits are featured on one album, I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. 222-687 is how you order yours. And buy more and save after your first set. You get free shipping and handling on as many CDs as you would like after that. Get gifts for the entire family tonight. But let's continue this journey. Now, I'm a mom, and it's an incredible thing watching your child grow up. But can you imagine how Whitney's parents felt when she first performed at just 11 years old? The venue, New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, New Jersey. Her mother, Sissy, and her first cousin, Dionne Warwick, also sang there. And it was at New Hope they all shared together their love of gospel music.
Gospel music has always been a part of her life. You know, I believe from inception. You know, her mother, gospel singer, always loved it.
And there's no doubt that the childhood of hearing that music, being a part of it, must have enriched, you know, the legacy and the connection that Whitney had with music, because she brought to every song, no matter what that song was, something from her gospel roots into her voice.
Sometimes it seems as if we're standing all alone, but we'll get through it. 'Cause
African American singers growing up singing in the church, it's such a strong passion, you know, of theirs, and it was for her. She could never let it go. You know, even when Whitney's listening to music in an iPod, she's listening to gospel music.
Gospel music was a part of my life, and to love someone like Whitney, who had that gospel background as well, I think that's why she hit the soul. All those runs and the things that she used to do with her voice, that all came from the church. So, you know, I love that about her voice.
Sure can. Oh, yeah. So glad I can count on you, girl.
That is such a beautiful song. It's called Count on Me, and it's actually a duet with CeCe Winans, and is one of the tracks on the bonus duets disc exclusive here at HSN. There's also songs with Sissy Houston, Aretha Franklin, and others. Get yours tonight. The item is 222-687. You will love every single song on both CDs. Now let's go back to 1987. Whitney is getting set to launch her second album and has quite a job on her hands. She has to follow up her amazingly successful record-breaking debut album. So just back from her first world tour, Whitney and Clive set to work.
After the first album, and I used to approach Whitney to tell her how unusual this was. I often would come over to her and say, listen, are you pinching yourself? She always was there with that grin. She says, I am pinching myself. I mean, neither of us could believe it. You were looking for new songs, new repertoire. And there's a saying that goes, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And so I just did the same thing with that flush of excitement from the first album, you know, and looking for material, praising demos, and finding songs like I Want to Dance with Somebody or Where Do Broken Hearts Go.
Where
Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Woo! Let's play it right now.
So here I am, and can you please tell me, oh, where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the open arms of a love that's waiting there.
I mean, she just had hits. They just kept coming. I don't understand it. They just kept, it was one after the next, and every song spoke to a different part of your life. And the interesting thing about her albums is that she was able to give something to everyone. Like if you were heartbroken, you had a song for that. If you were in love and you just wanted to dance, you just wanted to have a good time, she had a song for that.
I remember first listening to that demo of I Want to Dance with Somebody, and frankly, when it was done as a demo, it really sounded like a song for Olivia Newton-John. It certainly didn't sound like a song for Whitney Houston. But what makes Whitney so incredibly unique is that she can sing those lyrics. And when she sings, I want to dance with somebody, you know there's more sensuality there. You know that she's talking of more intimacy. You know that she's bringing flavor and edge, and you know that she's going deeper than what the composers originally thought.
That song was one of the songs that I loved her to do live because she had a different energy about her, and I just loved her little isms that she would do on stage when she would sing these type of songs. And I love that about her, that she was so versatile.
With somebody who loves me.
I mean, that, I gotta tell you, was always amazing. As I'm speaking about it, I feel that unique shiver that you get, you know, without being melodramatic. That album sold 23 million copies all over the world. So he who had two debut albums, the first two albums, selling 45 million copies worldwide. That is still an all-time record. And so in making up the album that you're going to be purchasing, I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston, I know it includes all these songs.
Love that. All of your favorites from that incredible second album and Whitney's entire career are on this CD. Get it tonight, 222-687. I'm serious. You will love every single track. And still ahead tonight, we'll look back at Whitney's remarkable movie debut in The Bodyguard and that song. But despite all of her successes as an actress, producer, and of course a model, Whitney will always be best remembered for one thing: her voice.
As a professional musician, I would definitely have to say that Whitney Houston is the greatest voice of all time. I don't care who's coming after, who came before. She is the greatest voice of all time. There will never be another Whitney Houston. Ever. Ever.
I produce singers, and that's what I do for a living. So there's certain singers, when I ask them to do something, they give me exactly what I want. Through my little warbling, they can translate and give me exactly what I'm thinking in my head. Then there's singers that I ask to do that, and they don't give me what I want. And then there's those couple of singers, and maybe even only one, Whitney, that when I asked her to do something, she would give me back something different than what I asked for and better than what I'd imagined.
Anything you want done, baby, I'll do it natural.
the more evolved I started to get as a singer, I started to really understand what she was doing vocally. And I tried to imitate her, like the, that was like her main thing. And, you know, it was a challenge. It was a challenge trying to imitate and be like Whitney because, you know, give it up. You'll never be like Whitney.
When I listen to Whitney sing, it's like hearing a church bell ring. You know, you notice it right away. And you know there's something very, very special about it. Something very special about it. She does it so effortlessly. So to hear her was just like, it's angelic. It's something special. But she had it, that voice, and she gave it to you.
Absolutely incredible. And you can hear that voice and that song, I'm Every Woman, in all its glory on this special double CD offer exclusive at HSN. The item is 222687. Every single track you will love. So emotional. I'm your baby tonight. I will always love you. Every single hit that you ever loved is here. And then that bonus CD of duets with Whitney and some of her favorites. You know, Whitney might have won over millions of fans with her first 3 albums, but it was 1991 when she won over the hearts of the nation. I've got goosebumps even thinking about this, with a performance I'm sure we all remember when she sang the ultimate version of the Star-Spangled Banner at the ultimate sports event of the year in Tampa, Florida.
Over Whitney's career, apart from preparing for a studio album, opportunities come up, you know, and one of the opportunities came up was for her to sing the Star-Spangled Banner during the Super Bowl. And of course, that's a major national moment. It's covered really worldwide. It's part of our tradition, it's part of our origin, it's part of what makes America what it is. And yet, when Whitney did it, it was so special. It was so hair-raising, so spine-tingling, so impactful. I mean, that it was as though nobody had ever sung the Star-Spangled Banner before.
Do I remember when she sang the Star-Spangled Banner? Absolutely, I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's like everybody in there wanted to leave after she finished. They didn't even want to stay for the game.
And there she was in that tracksuit, and there she was, I think, that white bandana, singing and going higher and higher and singing the Star-Spangled Banner in a manner that no one had ever really experienced it before. And personally, and I think I'm saying so for millions of people out there, that they've never heard the Star-Spangled Banner sung like that ever since.
So true. I mean, who sings the Star-Spangled Banner and makes you get goosebumps? Nobody can do it like Whitney. She brings emotion and feeling to lyrics that nobody else has ever brought. And I can't tell you, I mean, she was an unstoppable force. And her legacy lives on through her music. And I am telling you, this is the CD. It's not like this is a niche CD. This is like all of her best songs ever written and recorded. You know every one of them as we scroll through the list. I'm Every Woman, I Have Nothing, Exhale, I Believe in You and Me. And then again, that second disc is included. That's an exclusive part of your value here at HSN. You know, and buy more and save on your shipping and get In fact, get free shipping on every second, third, fourth, fifth, as many CD sets as you would like. Tonight's the night. With closing in on 13,000 CD sets spoken for, this is a one-time opportunity. You know, the other thing you might want to pick up tonight, if you want every album that Whitney ever recorded, we have a mega bundle. It's an 11-disc CD set. It's item 228405. We only have 1,000 of them to go around. It's only $79.95. Do you know that makes it like a little more than $7 a disc to pick that up? So that mega bundle is available too as we continue this incredible celebration of the life and music of Whitney Houston right here live on HSN. Welcome back. You're watching HSN Live. Of course, tonight, HSN is celebrating the amazing life and music of Whitney Houston. Her greatest hits have been gathered together for one amazing album, and it's right here. I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. The item is 222687. Buy your first set, and every CD set after that has free shipping. So think of everybody on your list. Take care of them tonight. Okay, what we've all been waiting for. The story behind that song, I Will Always Love You, which is the best-selling single by a female artist ever. Of course, it comes from the soundtrack to the hit movie, The Bodyguard. Whitney was handpicked by producer and leading man Kevin Costner to star alongside him in what was, don't forget, her movie debut. Unbelievable.
And Whitney's experience on The Bodyguard, she was very timid, but she felt safe because she was working with an amazing man, in her words. You know, I couldn't have gotten through this without Kevin Costner.
I think Kevin fought very hard for Whitney to be in this movie. He saw something that was very important to him, that, you know, she had to be a real singer.
I Will Always Love You. When I first heard it, I just heard her voice on the radio. It was on the radio. It was like, it was nothing with her. No piano, no drums, no orchestra, just her. And I was blown away.
Kevin said, I want Whitney to sing the first part with no music. And I said, Kevin, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my life. That's ridiculous. Cut back to the ballroom, standing beside her mother. Whitney standing on stage, and she goes, with no music, if I, right?
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go.
And of course, for the record, we left it with no music too, and that was Kevin's brilliant idea.
The vocal and it was just like, what is she doing? What is she doing? I don't understand it. Like I don't know what to say about that song. That's like my favorite Whitney song of all time.
Kevin and Whitney had, I mean, to use the word magic, I think would be an understatement. I mean, if you watch the film, I mean, it was crazy, the chemistry they had.
They just lit the screen up. Like when he came through in that club, when that person was trying to, you know, grab her and he knocked everybody out the way and then he picked her up and then her hair was in his chest. I was like, yes!
I had forgotten how big a part the music was of that movie. I had really forgotten that the music played a huge role in that movie.
And of course, that song, which was later to become the best-selling single of all time, really hit the emotion of the public took that song with all the other hits, I'm Every Woman, I Have Nothing, all of which is on this Best of Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You album, really transformed this film into the worldwide super hit.
Gives me goosebumps every time. The soundtrack to The Bodyguard became the best-selling soundtrack of all time, selling more than 45 million copies worldwide. And you can find the hit songs from that album and the best of Whitney's entire career on our exclusive offer tonight, a 2-CD set of her greatest hits. It's here for you. Don't miss out. It's 222-687. But now back to our story. After the success of The Bodyguard, Whitney spent most of the 90s focused on her film career. It was only a matter of time before she returned to her first love, music. 1998's My Love Is Your Love was her first studio album in 8 years.
In approaching Whitney's career, you've got those 3 albums. Those 3 albums I referred to, the first early 3 albums that broke every record. You've got special, indelible moments like the Star-Spangled Banner. So there became a time, what about a new studio album? I picked up the phone and we have that relationship. I said, you know, you have got to consider a studio album now. It's time. And so we met at the Beverly Hills Hotel at my bungalow at night, and I played for her My Love Is Your Love, and you could see her in those pajamas with her bathrobe, informal but always beautiful, taking charge of that song. And then maybe at a certain hour, probably around 1:30, near 2 in the morning, she says, all right, just put it on, I'm gonna sing it.
We were used to hearing from Whitney, and I loved that she had challenged herself to take, you know, a different route and a reinvention, and she wasn't afraid to do that. But I love that, like, clap your hands, y'all, it's all right. I was like, hey, clap your hands, y'all. That was my
222-687, exclusively available at HSN. It really is an amazing album. I know you will not be disappointed. Whitney Houston, I mean, whether it was on the stage or the silver screen, her talent was unique.
I think what separated Whitney from the rest of the pack is that on top of a voice like that, she had a timeless smile, and she had what they call in today's time the it factor.
Her charisma was off the charts, and I, to the very last time that I saw her, genuinely got excited when I knew I was going to be in a room with her. And that's after 20 years of working with her. I got excited. It was a deal. It was a big deal to be in the room with her.
You have the Michael Jordans of the world. You know, you have Muhammad Ali. You have all of these people are so very special in their own arenas. Whitney Houston, musically, she was the voice.
From the moment I saw you, I went out of my mind. Oh, I never believed in love at first sight. But you got a magic, boy, that I just can't explain. Well, you got a way that you're making me feel I can do anything for you, baby. I'll be done for you, baby. Lay all my cards out good night.
She just had this presence, this swag, this, you know, glamour about her, and it wasn't forced, it was natural.
I'm giving you everything. I'm your baby tonight. You're giving me ecstasy. You are my fantasy.
Will there ever be another? Will there ever be another? I don't think so.
One of the last singles Whitney released was I Look to You, the title track from her 2009 album. It was written by R. Kelly, who performed a moving version of the song at Whitney's funeral. And in tribute to Whitney now, Clive Davis and R. Kelly have worked together to turn both versions, R. Kelly's and Whitney's, into a virtual duet.
As I lay me down,
The last time I saw Whitney, the last time I worked with Whitney was on her last album. That's where we sat at my piano and we did Earth, Wind & Fire songs together, and we really had a great time. And there was food, and there was drink, and there was laughing, and she was in a great mood, and all was good.
winter storms have come and darkened my sun. After all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you. I look to you.
The last time I was with Whitney was 2 or 3 days before her passing. She came to a rehearsal that I had. Monica and I were performing at the Clive Davis party, you know, around Grammy time, and I got a chance to sing for her. And I could see her right now in my mind, like after we were done, she's going like this in the background. I could see her, you know, like it's clear as day.
About to lose my breath. There's no more fighting left. Sinking to rise no more. Searching for that open door.
In preparing for the I Will Always Love You, the Best of Whitney Houston album, I asked R. Kelly's cooperation to give me an extra verse as a bridge to combine the two, with Whitney singing 2 verses and a chorus, along with what R. Kelly did at the funeral.
About to lose my breath. There's no more fight.
I'm not surprised that they would put those 2 voices together. That's one of the most beautiful, haunting songs I've ever heard in my life. And of course, R. Kelly, he's so simple in what he does. It's just so basic, but so the message is so clear. Her and R. Kelly, they made some magic together.
Road that I've taken, led to my regret.
I Look to You, a duet between Whitney and R. Kelly. I just knew that there's something very special, and it's what I personally would want to be a lasting legacy of Whitney.
There will not be another Whitney Houston in our lifetime. I can guarantee you that.
She had it, that voice, and she gave it to you. Makes you feel warm inside, safe.
We love you, Whitney. Rest in peace.
What a fitting tribute this has been to the extraordinarily talented artist, Whitney Houston. She changed the world with her music. And you know, that's what makes this CD set so special, is that we all have those special memories of each song, where we were, what we were celebrating, what we were crying about, what we were laughing about. Each and every track on the CD is a hit. And the second CD that you receive exclusively here at HSN are the duets. You heard one of them, and I tell you, you are going to fall in love with her music all over again. Don't forget about Buy More and Save. I don't know if you heard, but the first set that you buy, there's reduced shipping, and every set thereafter, free shipping and handling. Seriously, get one for everybody. You know who loves Whitney. Everybody. All of us, everybody here at the studio is picking up this CD. We thank you, too, for joining us. I know you've been so active on Facebook. I know Julie is so happy HSN is highlighting and celebrating her and the beautiful life and angelic voice of Whitney Houston. I know Ryan tweeted, "I will always love you, Whitney Houston. She just makes me cry every time I hear it." And don't forget about that box set. I mentioned this for like a second. There's only 500 left. The Mega Bundle box set, which includes 11 CDs, it's item 228405. It's $7 a disc, and you can get every single one of Whitney's albums ever recorded. Well, this has been such an honor to pay tribute to the incredible Whitney Houston. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you again, and good night.
I believe the children